a little bit about my son. I was 18 years old when I first knew that I was pregnant. I had a missed period, which, I think that's the most common sense for a woman. If you have a missed period for like a month or 2 months, something is up. And so I decided to take a pregnancy test, and that's when I found out I was pregnant. I At that time, when I barely found out I was pregnant, I kind of thought about giving him up for adoption because I wasn't making enough money for me. I wasn't really settled down. I didn't have much that I can offer him. I never ever crossed my mind of doing abortion because I do not believe in abortion. I believe that everybody has a chance to live no matter the situation of the parent. Everybody has a chance of life. So that was totally out of my list. I did not even think about it, not even once or anything. I mean, yes, people have asked me about it, why not do that? But I couldn't bear to do that to my own son. And I thought about adoption, but like once I started getting bigger, like he started growing more inside the womb, I could feel him even more kicking and moving around, especially in the night times. And I started thinking more and more about, if adoption was really a good choice for me to do to him. And I thought about how, what if I do give him up for adoption? What if like the other parents, like if he gets adopted and they mistreat him? I decided to keep him. I took adoption off of my list and I decided to keep him with me because I thought that was the best choice. Because I could give him all the love that he would possibly need, and I would never ever treat him bad or anything like that or make fun of him. And I thought he was better off with me. Yeah, I had to sacrifice some things of like not going out as much or buying stuff for myself. I have to think about him first, and that is totally worth it. I do not regret it since I made that decision. Ever since, I have not regretted it or anything. I picked David's name because at that moment when I gave birth, I did not know that he was going to be a boy. I really thought he was going to be a girl because I did not know his gender when I gave birth. I knew his gender once I gave birth, and they told me, "Oh, it's a boy." And I was like, "Okay." I had a girl's name picked out for some time now, like for weeks and months, and now you're telling me it's a boy. And after I left the hospital, I had like 3 or 4 days to come up with the name for him. So David just popped out of my head, and ever since I just picked David. It's not really like I thought about it for weeks or months. It's more like a rush thing that I had to have a name already picked out. That's the only name I came up with, and David sounds like it goes with him and his personality. I imagine my son in the future being a really special, smart person. I imagine him doing the things that he loves doing. I imagine him being someone different, someone unique, someone that goes for his goals and his dreams no matter what. But then again, I imagine him being the type of person that he'll respect others and help others in need. I support him 100%. I am his mother. I am not his enemy, and for that, I will always have his back. I'm just trying to teach him along the way the good way. In my perspective, I want to teach him the good way. But hopefully, I guess the only time will let me see like what exactly he'll end up being, or who he will become. Now I'm happy that he came into my life, and I'm happy because without him, I don't think I would have the courage or the strength to even do the stuff that I'm doing just to survive at this moment. I'm doing just everything for him because I want to live long for me to be here for him, to see him grow up and graduate and have a family of his own and grandchildren. I really want that. And that's why I'm fighting for him. If he wasn't here, I think I would have probably just quit by now, or I wouldn't even have been here by now. I would have just said, forget it. I'm going to do whatever I want and see how long I go. And that's the end for me. There's nothing more. I mean, I love my family, my parents, but mostly I do this all for my son.